Hi, this is Mark again, and continuing our videos, going into the third in the series of the Wing Chun maxims, or basic Wing Chun training principles or sayings. So starting off, soft and relaxed strength will put your opponent in jeopardy. This is very important. This is another key, critical one, probably the most important of these ones that I'm going to talk about in this video. The strength or the force that is being used is nearly always soft and relaxed. It is not solid, it is not rigid, and that is what is used in fighting. When most people punch, they are essentially putting the brakes on. They're doing like an extended push. It's just so important. Follow up on some of the other videos. I think I've got some about throwing, which I'll put in the link. It's the sort of the first beginner type of force to learn, and it's essentially like how you would throw a ball, except you haven't got a ball in your hand, you're just throwing a fist, but like you're throwing a cricket ball across a pitch or a baseball. A lot of you guys might be American. Have a go at that. Soft and relaxed strength will put your opponent in jeopardy. So you've got to learn how to be powerful, but soft, and that is a big area of training, right? Okay, next one. This is kind of a repeat from an earlier one, but it's so important. Coordinate the hands and feet. Movement is together. Now, this is so important and so poorly done when I see people posting up videos where they are just moving their hands in isolation. Now, of course, when you learn, for example, you learn the Sudam Tao, you learn the hand structures in a static position. That's fine. When you begin to do applications with a partner, you must always coordinate your hands and feet. So it's like every single gate essentially has this little phrase that comes after it, is applied with stepping or turning footwork. They are not in isolation. You can't just use your hands without your feet. You won't have any structure, any power. You've got to move your body as one unit. So that's what this phrase is going on about again. Do not take risks, and you will always connect to the target. Not such a big fan of the translation on that one, but this is what I call Wing Chun about is focused on the principle of not overcommitting. Right, I think this is a better way of describing this. So, if you're in combat, you're going to take risks, right? It's a risk being there. Even training is a calculated and measured risk, depending on what drill you're doing. So I don't think that's the particularly best word to translate from the Chinese here. But essentially, what it's saying is do not overcommit to your attacks. And this is integral to Wing Chun. So Wing Chun, we don't do a bigger wind up so that we can generate more power, because we expose ourselves. In that wind up period, somebody could attack me, right? Whilst I'm winding up. So instead, from wherever we are, we punch straight forward, right? So that's basically what this one is saying. Instead of do not take risks, it's do not overcommit, and you will always commit, and you will always connect to the target. So you won't. If you overcommit, you'll miss as well. You'll throw too far, overextend, and then your opponent can strike you back. Right, next one. Have confidence, and your calmness will dominate the situation. So this is a mental intention one. So like how your mind and your spirit are coordinated in combat. So have confidence, and your calmness will dominate the situation. This is very important. My training partner Eric is very, very good in this respect. He has this very level, calm mindset that is calm and confident in the situation, right? I've done a lot more Tai Chi and Bagua and other internal martial arts, so I have a slightly different mindset, which sometimes comes through. I'm a bit more playful, right, in my approach. But if you want an example of this in its purest Wing Chun element, have a look at some of the videos with Eric in them, and you'll be able to get an idea of what I'm talking about here. But centered, calm, confident in your mind. So it's not distracted. It's not jumping around anywhere. Yeah. Okay, and then the last one for today. This is a good one. This is a sort of more practical one. Occupy the inner gate to strike deep into the defense. So this is basically talking about inner versus outer gate. So most people start, especially when you begin, doing all their training on the outside gate, on the outside of the arm, right? Because it's easier to get the idea of center line, it's just the quickest way to learn is to start on the outside gate, right? But this is just to remind you, and especially when people get a bit later on and they start to do a bit more free fighting and double sticky hands, occupy the inner gate and you can strike deep into the defense. So all your nice juiciest, nastiest moves, so most of your sweeps, throws, powerful locks, anything where you're attacking the face and throat, a lot easier to do if you've captured the inner gate, the inner center, right? And so this is just reminding you that outer gate is an easier, solid defense that's more safe. Inner gate is it's more dangerous, it's more risky, but you're more able to attack directly at their most vulnerable points. Okay, guys, thanks very much, and I'll see you next time.